Hello there, everybody. Glad to have you joining us for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, where we now get to enter the Gongaga region. Beautiful, look at it. Magical. Music is very fun too, very National Geographic commercial music, right? Delightful. So last time, we finally wrapped up our business in the Corel region. Excluding the proto-relic quest that is on hold, because we need to wait for Kid G to call us, so he can set up another Cactuar fight for us. Who knows when that's gonna be? And maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I should have, gone somewhere and, done something to, trigger it, and I've screwed up. That'd be a damn shame if that happens, but I can't fret about it right now. So, yeah, we wrapped up business in Corel. The last thing we had to do was defeat Alexander in Chadley's Simulator. Not really technically a Corel-specific thing, since we could have just, gone ahead and fought Alexander at Chadley's next spot. But, might as well take care of it sooner rather than later. And, Alexander was the summon whose shrines we went through here in Corel. Now we've arrived in Gongaga, where it's a jungle out there. As we can see from this preview on the map, we have a very long way to go to get to the main quest spot here, and most of the content of this area is all the way down here, so I'm curious to see, are we gonna have some kind of story stuff going on here in the middle? Because there's also these side areas sprinkled. There was one Remna Wave Tower. We fought some frogs. That was certainly a fight, I won't deny, but thankfully we managed to win it through in the end, because I was going for that perfect run, all three, blips on the marker, all the, extra assignments thing. Yeah, that was very tricky, because the frogs can turn you into frogs, and one of the requirements was to not have that happen, but yeah. So I'm just wondering, because, there's these things, so I imagine this is kind of free roamy, which means there's a rather small area then, so I'm not sure there's a lot of room for wacky plot shenanigans there, but I don't know. I don't think we should speculate too much. We should just push on forward. So, let's get on with it, with this absolutely beautiful area. I'm really digging these visuals here. I love me a good desert, too. There's beauty in the ruggedness of those expansive sand dunes, so I thought Corel was interesting as well. But it was, of course, a sad, ecological story, since all the desertification was happening due to the energy, life force of the Earth being sucked up for the gold saucer. Looks like Gongaga has not been hit by that yet. Things are very verdant here still. Makes me think of that one forest that the halflings live in Dark Sun. Dark Sun is a post-apocalyptic fantasy adventure thing, setting for Dungeons and Dragons. It has a kind of desert punk energy to it, even though it's still sword and sorcery, so it's got a very pulpy feel to it. But, most of the world has been... There's similar themes of ecological disaster as there are here in Final Fantasy VII. So most of the world has been depleted of energy, but there is one big forest. There's some small forests all over the place, and there's one big forest left where the halflings live in, and people are terrified of going there because the halflings eat people. So it's just dang. I hope there's nothing that scary here for us in this place. I hope this just is a nice little slice of natural wonder in this depleting world. We can assume that in that, alternate world where we keep seeing Zack in... Boy, that was an easy cachet, by the way. Wow, alright. That alternate world that we keep seeing Zack in, where, it seems like things are even worse off. I guess we can assume that, Gongaga is not doing well in that world. Yes, let's have a quick rest here. A wacky spot for one of these, but sure. I just want to go back through that mushroom cache. I want to just really quickly confirm something before we move forwards. Of course, also... Oh, I forgot to activate... Oh, you can rest on those before activating these, huh? I've always done it in the other order. Huh. I guess this is for fast travel purposes, really. Right, okay. Good job, buddy. Oh man, he's actually smiling, Cloud is. Very nice. Right, let's double back and check something real quick here. Yeah, I don't know where that Dark Sun ref came out of all of a sudden, but yeah, thinking about it, it has like similarities a lot with the whole ecological themes that FF7 has going on, although FF7's world is not entirely desertificated, but maybe that Zack world is, who knows. Anyway, here's this nook over here. Oh, this actually kind of seems to double back towards the Rimna Tower over there. Yeah, there's like a little stone arch here, yeah. So, I noticed... No, those are rocks. I could swear I saw some rabbits on the ground. Well, there we have the lovely deer. Or are they actually proper antelopes? Those might... I don't know, I can't tell. They look striped. They might just be deer, too. All I'm saying is I wish there were, like... those really look like deer. Since we're in a, jungle, I was hoping we'd have, like, antelopes or something a little more closer there. Do jungles have just regular deer in them? I don't actually know. Here's those bunnies I was thinking about. Oh, you're not bunnies, you're weird, like, eyes or something. Okay. See, I was thinking there was going to be one of those spots where you dig for stuff and the bunnies were there as a clue. Like, I was like, yeah, I'm catching on to this game shenanigans, but I think I was wrong. Mushroom storage, not cache. Okay. No, the cache is what we were finding. So all these barrels are stuffed to the gills with mushrooms, I guess? Okay. Yeah, but a very welcome vibe, I'd say, after the desert, to be hit with this. Okay, so we want to hang a pretty hefty left next. Oh, actually right, sorry. It's left on the map, but right as we traverse here. Whoa, hey, game, whoa. Okay, that's a little scary. Let's pretend that didn't happen and just carry on. I think I speculated about this last time, but are there areas where they're in the real world where a desert is right next to a big lush jungle? Because I'm thinking of, like, the Sahara and the jungles of, like, Central Africa. Like, pretty sure there's, like, savannas and stuff in between, so I feel like it doesn't exactly work out, you know? Like, this has that feeling of... I remember it very strongly in World of Warcraft, but in a lot of MMOs, where, like, the areas... Oh my goodness, that's a big bug. The, like, areas just seem to really transfer on a dime, like a flip of the coin. Like, you walk across the area, like, transfer, and suddenly you're in a completely different looking biome, you know? Whoa, Chimera Mimic. And there's got a flower monster as well, a fright flower. Interesting. Is that the thing that grows huge? We fought some big growing plants last time. So, hold on. Right, we don't have a cess. Who had a cess again? Does anyone of this team have a cess at the moment? Oh dear, none of our team currently has a cess, do we? Ooh, that flower has in fact grown bigger. That is the flower we fought before. That has the grow big ability. We do have a cess. Aerith has a cess equipped. Very good. Large insects that infest forested regions. First blush, they appear to be disturbing amalgamation of other arthropods. To attract prey, they are capable of twisting their form to resemble that of a flower. Hitting them with powerful offensive abilities will pressure them. Interesting. And then here's these big growing plant monsters. Deal with exploiting the elemental weakness, which is fire, will get results, so... Let's cook them. Whoa! Alright.
Moving on then.
Ooh, that plant actually looks terrifying once it's grown up. Yikes. Ugh. I didn't need to see that, honestly. Yeah. I think I may have mentioned this last time, but like the chimera bugs we fought in Mount Nibel, in the Sephiroth flashback. I'm pretty sure they were originally in Gongaga in the PlayStation game, so I like the little visual cue here by having bigger and creepier chimera bugs here. Hello?
The divine sanctuaries of Gongaga hold knowledge of Kujata.
Kujata, right!
This fantastical being is the tutelary of the forest. Thus, when disaster struck the Mako reactor, many believed it the result of Kujata's bestial wrath.
It's not pronounced bestial? Are you sure about that, Chatterino? I completely forgot that last time. We found out that Kujata is the next summon, which is a summon in the PlayStation FF7. I forgot to look up if, like, Kujata is an actual thing.
So, Kit,
Oh.
I know you've been ratting on us to Shinra, telling him where we are, you furry fraud.
J'accuse!
I knew this cat had two faces.
Kill him!
Come on now. I'm only pulling your leg.
Who are you kidding? You were literally built by the company. Probably stuffed you full of teeny tiny listening devices.
Teeny tiny? The late president believed that bigger was always better. Small went against his philosophy.
Doing well, huh? Some 9-to-5 nobody you are. Sure your name ain't stamped?
Pretty sure. Aye.
Might wanna check.
Okay, we're just gonna still keep him hanging along. I appreciate the intelligence of our heroes in continuing to question the fact that we have this Shinra stooge tagging along. But boy, are we still remaining non-confrontational about it, relatively speaking. Anyway, I was saying, like, I was wondering if, like, Kujata is, like, a real thing, because I had never heard of it before FF7 PlayStation game, and I can't think off the top of my head, like, if I've ever heard of it anywhere else, so I'll make a note of that as a homework. I'll try to remember to look up if there's anything, any stuff about this thing in non-Final Fantasy context. Anyway, we haven't even seen what Kujata looks like yet, have we? Because we haven't done Chadley Simulator thingy yet, so I'm actually excited. Let's see. Presumably it'll be like in the PlayStation game for that fan service, you know? So, but you folks at home who don't know what that is, there might be like, I don't know, what are we going to be dealing with here? The folks who haven't played FF7 back in the day. So, feast your eyes on this! On this! Oh, wow, okay. Oh, that's a crazy monster design. It's just a big bull in the PlayStation game. Oh, okay, that's not true. It definitely isn't just a big bull. But, like, now it's got, like, lion designs. Like, I can see the bull horns, but it's got, like, lion designs and, like, a weird dragon forehead thingy. Huh. Do I gotta recheck what Kujata looked like in the FF7 PlayStation game? Like, did it have any of these elements? Oh, wow. Alright. Well, exciting. Let's see. Triangle, square, X. Triangle, square, X. Oh, that's a pretty simple pattern. Ah! It was supposed to be a simple one, but I screwed up. Oh. Okay. For some reason my thumb went back up the triangle there. How embarrassing. Ah, now it jumped straight to X. What's wrong with me? This one doesn't even feel as hard as some of the ones we've done so far. What's throwing me off, I realized. My finger is making a downwards motion, but the metronome there was making an upwards motion once it hit 6 o'clock and was, like, going, like, clockwise still. I think that was actually messing with my brain there for a minute. Like, I was looking at the, like, metronome go upwards.
Analysis complete. I managed to extract the necessary data from the crystal.
Oh, good.
This should allow me to strengthen your materia.
Good job, Chadley. Yeah, I think that's what was going on there. Wow, that was a weird rush. Because, like, yeah, like, the counter was going upwards there for a bit, so my brain was like, I gotta move my thumb upwards. Or something. Like, something just completely broke there for a minute with me. Huh. Well, that was funny. Alright, well, let's double back. Yeah, I'm looking at this map. Like, we could also go this way. Wonder if that might actually not be easiest. Let's see. Because it looks like it wraps around kind of downwards. Let's go check it out. Let's go check this path out. We get a little bit of the scenery outside of where we already came, you know? That's also nice. We got this trail here. Ooh, yeah, I think we're doubling, actually. Yeah, this was just a big loop we actually made. Never mind, this just... I don't know, I was overthinking that one. Oh, well. Got to see a little bit of the places here. Oh, and there's a second path that leads... I guess through this crack here. I'll file that under my brain to check out later. In case we can't double forwards from that area we're going to now. Uh-oh. Froggy.
It's on you.
I'm coming. Someone looks kind of shaky.
Ooh, whoa, oh, what the? Man, Cloud suddenly styling on this Chimera mimic. Damn, that was like 5 seconds long, that fight. What the heck was that just now? How the hell did we pull that off? Oh, that's fun. The little shrine cubes moving on the water, which means they must be made of pumice. A very porous rock. You guys respawned?
Take the lead. Ready when you are.
Okay.
It's over. Nowhere to run. Leave. Make sure that your princess. Keep it up.
Hey, that counted as a pressure. Oh my god, look at us juggle this giant bug. That was fun. That was a weird move. Trying to figure out my moves here.
Moving on then.
Got him all right. Does this still look terrifying? This we couldn't see it properly. Oh well. Yes, let's cut this way now. Ooh, more ancient ruins. Exciting. Oh! Oh, that's what we're going for. We're going for a life spring. Good. We want to find one of these owls. Weren't they eagles to begin with? Or have I been playing this game for so long that I've lost track and forgotten? I don't know. Did the music just change up, or... At least the percussion changed different. Clearwater Life Spring. So many treasures. Wow. Thank you. Alrighty. Hoppa. Hoppa. And whoopla. Okay, cool. That's all the random business done here at the start of this area. Now we're free to head on southwards. A recent history of Gongaga. Well, let's take a look at that as soon as the game allows me to. In ancient times, Gongaga was settled by descendants of the Cetra, who lived in quiet seclusion. The region was largely ignored by later kingdoms and empires, until the region of Junon... Until the Republic of Junon thought to expand its influence westward. They soon discovered, though, that the expense of establishing trade routes through such dense jungle far outweighed the benefits of reaching the small communities there, and elected to instead construct an airstrip and little else. When war erupted between the Republic and Shinra, people the world over were impacted to varying degrees. Those in Gongaga were the rare exception, as being so far removed from the theater of war meant that they were not subject to forced conscription, nor were their villages ever host to the bloodshed. Wow, this really does have that like weird little secluded preserve area energy. This must be the Clearwater spot. Look at those beautiful rapids. Nice. Well, yeah, I guess we're... I'll try heading this way, since... We've still got, like... There was area to explore here, but we'll see if we can follow along down this path? Maybe? This verdant river? All in all, delightful place to adventure in. Okay, now... Do we really go swimming? Looks like we can still stay on the ground over here. We could have gone swimming. There's no law saying we can't do that. Is that a camp? It is. There appears to be some kind of camp down here. Oh, and also a building right over here. Everything's so darn... Huh? The music became very honky-tonk all of a sudden. What? Yeah, everything feels so damn abandoned, though. It's weird that there's nobody here. That's something, honestly... As delighted I am by the world, I'm starting to realize what I would have liked is seeing some NPCs hanging out in the world.
Talk about rustic. Then again, a life without Mako. It's not without its charm, is it? In fact, this could be a whole new string to the Shinra Resort's bow.
Kate!
The rural getaway. Cast off modernity and embrace eternity. You'd be surprised how many people would go for it. Could be a nice little earner.
That would just ruin this place. God damn it. I knew you were a Shinra stooge. I knew it. Ezo Smithery. Okay.
Damn it. Not again.
This really is...
That time and effort.
This really is a
Time?
smith shop. Okay.
Not making any progress at all.
We apparently stumbled on the one side quest of the area, huh? I thought I was going to be somewhere down here. Well, that was very lucky that I decided to stop by and have a look here. Huh. Curious. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I think in the original game, there is like this one hut that you eventually need to visit as part of the main quest, and I think it is near Gongaga. It is after the Gold Saucer in the original game. I think it might be like around Gongaga, so maybe this is supposed to represent that, actually, which is interesting. Well, let's talk to Izo. Yeah, I was saying that I would have really appreciated more just NPCs hanging out in the world, because that I just now realized, seeing all these abandoned buildings all over the place, that it is feeling a little like desolate. And maybe that is by design. Maybe the world of FF7 is supposed to feel desolate as people are forced to like move to like urban centers, you know, by the Shinra Corporation. Like life becomes just harder and harder in like small communities. You know, maybe that's also by design, so I shouldn't complain too much. But also, like, there's times I wish we had more encounters like that hiker we met up Mount Corel, you know?
To hell with it. Back to square one.
Ah, what do I know?
Huh? Who are you? Whatever, I don't have time to... That arm. That magnificent arm.
Oh, well, I do work out. That
is a weapon.
Oh.
But how does it work?
Never mind.
A universal adapter, allowing you to switch out weapons at will. But look at all these scratches. Wait, have you been going around punching things with your attachments?
Occasionally.
Doing so ought to have given you multiple bone fractures. But this unique cylinder provides unparalleled shock absorption, allowing for high-impact performance. Who was the genius that built this?
An old friend, I guess. Don't know where he's at now, though.
Wait right there!
Who is the guy who built Aerith's gun arm, actually? I don't even remember.
Eureka! Sorry, got carried away. My name's Izo. I've been trying to create the ultimate weapon, but my attempts have all failed miserably.
Oh?
Thanks to you, I finally made a breakthrough.
Well, that was quick.
I must harness the inspiration while I can. Please, help me build it. Gather the materials I need.
Yeah, you live here?
I'm originally from Junon, but I could hardly breathe there, so I decided to leave it all behind. I wandered in search of somewhere I could build my weapons in peace, and eventually I wound up here. Not a bad place, huh? Of course, materials can be hard to come by when you live out here in the sticks.
Sorry, I got distracted listening to the music, because that was definitely a tune from the original soundtrack that was nicely remixed with the Hammond organs, but I actually blanked on which tune that was. Maybe it was just the main map music? I don't know, I'm sorry, I'm feeling frazzled today, so my brain isn't working, sorry. But definitely was an OG tune that we heard for a second there, very delightful. So, about Barrett's arm.
Though it seems crude at a glance, look close. The craftsmanship is remarkable. Whoever made it must have been a specialist in a completely different field. No mere weaponsmith would have been half as clever.
Yeah, I'm like... Because the doctor at Corel helped treat Barrett, I remember that part, but... Did he also build the gun arm? That doesn't seem like a doctor's specialty, so...
Indeed, I've made it my life's work.
The ultimate
Frustrating
weapon.
though it's been. How to conceive a weapon, I lack the vocabulary to describe.
That does sound rough. Alright. Well, I guess we'll find these materials.
Well, if all you need is some material, sure, why not? Just leave it to us.
Wonderful, thank you.
It's not the
I
smexiest
believe I left a map in my
quest in the
storage shed
world.
that I used to find what I need. Grab that before you head out, and you shouldn't have any trouble.
Ooh, there that tune is again. That might actually be a combat theme that's playing, honestly. Which is curious. Yeah, it might actually be like this like real tense action combat music that plays in a couple of like sequences. Which is kind of confusing, but sure. Oh, that other building we saw is his hut! Okay, well this is turning out great. Nice. Wow.
Never seen someone so interested in my arm. Most folks try their best to look the other way.
He's a weird one.
That's putting it mildly. Made me realize, too, how soft I've gotten. Because in the old days, I would have said no touching and decked his ass.
Okay.
If it ain't the present, it's the past, son.
Ooh, wow, that's a line. That's a line. That's something. Wow. Yeah, that felt actually great, like little paying attention to the environment and coming checking out something that wasn't marked on the map. A little bit of that less hand-holdy exploration that people always hype up. And, you know, I gotta say that felt kind of enjoyable, rewarding. So I can see why people do. Like, I've always said that I do understand... Oops, sorry. I do understand why people wish for the non-hand-holdy games. If, like, you know, effort is put into, like... putting enough, like, clues of landmarks so that you can have, like, a sense of discovery. Like, it also doesn't feel impossible to find stuff in that world. You know, personally, I can live with the, in fact, I quite do like the whole treasure mappy energy of having the little marker on the compass. I can totally jive with that. But, yeah, I respect people who are tired of that, absolutely. It makes sense to me.